Hello and good morning, everyone. It is Donna Gray here, your Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Scenic Rim in Queensland, coming to you live from my craft room on Tuesday, the 20th of August, 2024. If you're watching this after that date, you are watching the replay. If you're watching this at 9 a.m. on Tuesday, the 20th of August, 2024, you are watching me live. So lovely to be back here coming to you live from my craft room. So if you don't know, I come to you live 5 days a week from my craft room, showing and sharing some of our awesome brand new products that we have from our Stampin' Up catalog. So I have been showing brand new product out of our new upcoming mini catalog. So you may say, when does the catalog go live? And the catalog actually goes live at the beginning of September. Now, if you're not already working with a demonstrator and you would like to get a copy of this catalog, I will be at the Craft Alive show in Toowoomba on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday this week. So if you're in the Toowoomba region, please feel free to call in and see me. Introduce yourself, come to my stand. I will be exhibiting at the Craft Alive, and you can pick up a catalog from me there. If you are not already working with a demonstrator, you can scan this code that is on the screen here, fill in your details, and I would be more than happy to pop one in the post. All of the people that have actually filled in the form and got onto my mailing list, all of those catalogs have been sent out. I actually did them last Friday. So anyone else that actually signs up for it, I probably won't get them in the post now because I'm leaving early tomorrow morning to head to Toowoomba, but I will definitely get them in the post first thing when I get back home on Sunday. I will get them organised and get them in the post first thing Monday morning next week. Now, the catalogue doesn't go live until the beginning of September, but I want to let you in on a little secret. You can actually get any of these products right now in a starter kit. Now, you may say, I don't want to join Stampin' Up. I don't want to have to demonstrate, and that's totally okay. You can join wholly and solely just to be a discount shopper. So you can purchase your own products, get a 20% discount, and enjoy getting these products early. Now, if you are a Christmas crafter and you love Christmas crafting and you love what I've been showing in the last week and a half or so, then my thought process is, purchase the starter kit. It only costs $169. You get to choose $235 worth of product, and you can get into your Christmas crafting as soon as that starter kit arrives. Not to mention that you will get a 20% discount ongoing guaranteed until the end of January next year. So that is great that you'll be able to enjoy having that discount all that time. So if you do a lot of Christmas crafting, or if you're brand new and you're thinking that you want to get into some crafting and maybe create Christmas tags for your Christmas presents, maybe create some Christmas cards to send out to family and loved ones, then my suggestion to you is just purchase the starter kit. You get so much in the starter kit and you only have to pay $169. That's the only outlay. Those products are yours. No one's going to take them back if you decide not to stay. But honestly, then you have an ongoing discount guaranteed until the end of January. If you spend enough, you will be guaranteed for even longer than that with a 20% discount. Not to mention, you actually get to be a part of a crafty community. So you get help from me as your team leader. You get help from me with your crafting, but you also get help in amongst our crafty community, amongst our Wild Heart Crafters team. So it is a great way to help you with your creativity and to help you with your crafting is to purchase that starter kit. You can scan that QR code that's there on the screen, or you can click on the link in the show more box down below. Now, if you're thinking about joining and you would really like to have a chat with me about it to see if it is something that you think you might want to do, whether it's the right fit for you, please don't hesitate to give me a call. I would be more than happy to answer any of your questions. You can actually call me on this number. I've just popped it on the screen there below. You can call me on that number anytime. I will answer if I'm not busy. If I am busy, I will leave your name and phone number and a little brief message about what it's about, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. But I can tell you it is a great decision to actually purchase the starter kit and to have the start of a journey with Stampin' Up, which is really, really awesome. I've got a couple of things happening in my business at the moment. So you may know about my Scrap It With Me workshops, or if you don't know about my Scrap It With Me workshops, I hold a workshop every month. Now, in the Scrap It With Me workshop, if you are brand new to scrapbooking or you're wanting to get into scrapbooking, you can purchase just the beginner kit. The beginner kit by post is $65. If you want to attend here in person, it is $40. Sorry, no, not $40. It is $50 here in person if you wanted to attend in person, just to do one double page layout. So there's not much of an outlay. You get enough supplies to make one double page layout. But if you want the mega kit, you will get more supplies to be able to make 3 double page layouts. So my scrapbook workshops always include sketch layouts, cutting directions, photo placement mats, to be able to do 3 double page layouts. So you get a full pack of designer series paper in the mega kit, full pack of designer series paper, full pack of 12 by 12 mixture cardstock. And I always choose a mixture cardstock that's going to go with the paper that we're using. You will get a full pack of the 12 by 12 basic white cardstock, but you also get an extra thing with this one this month. You get the Thoughtful Design specialty paper. So the Thoughtful Design specialty paper is this beautiful foiled accent paper, and we're using the Thoughtful Journey Designer Series paper. Now, I use the Thoughtful Wishes stamp set. I will be using the stamps and the dies to go with this Scrap It With Me workshop. If you're interested, please scan that QR code and sign up to be a part of September's class. I hold the September class here in person on the 5th of September. That'll be Thursday, the 5th of September. If you are not able to attend in person, then you may think about getting the kit by mail. So it will get sent out to you by mail. Now, it costs $95 to get the mega kit sent out by mail, but that includes all of that: a full pack of the Thoughtful Journey Designer Series paper, full pack of the Thoughtful what did I just say then? The other one, anyway, the specialty paper, Thoughtful Designs. You will also get a full pack of 12 by 12, and I've chosen the in color 2024 to 2026 for this month, for September. And I've also included a 12 by 12 pack of basic white as well. As I said, you will need the Thoughtful Wishes stamp and die set. So if you attended my retreat in July, yes. If you attended my July retreat, you will already have the stamp and die set. So it's a great scrapbooking class. So if you haven't scrapbooked before, maybe think about getting just the beginner kit. As I said, enough supplies to make a double page scrapbook layout. So 2 single pages, but it's a double page layout. Okay, I don't want to confuse you too much. The other thing I wanted to let you know is it's time to redeem your $9 coupons. Time is running out, and until the end of August, you can redeem your $9 coupons that you may have earned during the month of July. So don't forget, don't leave those coupons there. You will have had an email that would have been sent out with a coupon code. You can scan that QR code. That will take you straight through to my online store, and you'll be able to go in and redeem your coupons. If you have any trouble redeeming them, all you've got to do is at checkout stage, it'll say a coupon code down at the bottom where you go to checkout. All you've got to do is type in your coupon code in that box and apply it to your order. That is as simple as it is. It's pretty easy and pretty basic to be able to do it. But if you have any problems, please don't hesitate to give me a call. I would be more than happy to walk you through it over the phone. The next thing I wanted to talk to you about is my October World Card Making Day card buffet. Registration has opened for my card buffet. This is an in-person event. It costs $50 to attend. You get a light lunch. You come and make 8 beautiful cards. We will be doing Christmas cards in October, but we will be celebrating from the rooftops that it's World Card Making Day. I'm not going to limit the numbers on this one. So if you are interested, if you live in the Scenic Rim area, if you live in Brisbane, the Gold Coast, Ipswich, down the Northern Rivers area, anywhere, it is well worth the travel to come and spend a few hours. So it goes from 9 o'clock in the morning until 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and you make 8 beautiful cards. I do all the hard work for you, so it's a very good social event. all you need to do is stamp and assemble. So there's no hard thinking. I have the samples there. You stamp and assemble and take home 8 beautiful cards. You will get a pack of embellishment and some ribbon as a part of your kit on the day, and we will serve a light lunch, little sandwiches and quiches and things, and we have cakes and biscuits and tea and coffee for the whole entire time you're here. So if you wanted to attend that, you can scan that QR code and register right now, or you can actually click on the link in the show more box down below. And last but not least, I want to talk about my creative card club for September is going to be using the Seasons of Elegance beautiful suite of products. I can tell you my creative card club for next month is going to be superb. There's going to be beautiful gold heat embossing. It's going to be an absolutely wonderful class. You will need both bundles that go with the Season of Elegance suite because we will be using the trees out of one bundle. We will also be using the sentiments out of the other bundle. They're 2 great bundles, and I can honestly tell you that with that suite, with those 2 bundles, you will have everything that you need to be able to create some beautiful, stunning Christmas cards for your Christmas crafting. So Seasons of Elegance is what I will be using in September. So you need to be able to subscribe. If you're already subscribed and you're a part of it, this is a rolling subscription club. So if you're already a part of the subscription club, your payments automatically come out, and that is the awesome part. You never have to worry about whether you've paid your payment or remembering whether you've paid your payment. Your payment automatically will come out. So if you subscribe, the date that you subscribe, every month on that date, your payment will automatically come out. Now, it's through PayPal. You don't have to have a PayPal account. You can set it up on your credit card to be able to do it. So it's a great, fun, creative card club to be a part of. Every month you get a kit delivered to your door. If you stay with me for 6 months, you get a beautiful little surprise, which there's quite a few of you that are getting a beautiful surprise this month. If you stay with me for 6 months, I give you a little surprise gift in your kit. Your kit comes with a quarter pack of designer series paper, comes with a full pack of embellishments. It comes with a length of ribbon, comes with all the cardstock needed to be able to create 8 beautiful cards. I create 4 designs. You make 2 of each, and you will get a printed PDF tutorial in your kit. So you do not have to download a tutorial. You do not have to print it out yourself. I do all the hard work for you. I print it out for you, but it will be a PDF tutorial showing you step by step how to create your 4 beautiful designs, and you will have enough supplies to make 8 of them. 2 of each, 8 cards in total, and you will also have supplies left over to create many more beautiful cards. You will need, as I said, the bundles to be able to create with, to do those. It's an in-person class here in the Scenic Rim as well. So if you want to come, it's on the 3rd Thursday of every month. We hold our in-person creative card club. Now, I also wanted to say to people, because I have had a couple of messages recently about new people that have subscribed and not understanding how the payment process works and how the whole process of the way the creative card club works. So what happens is any new subscribers need to be subscribed by the 10th of that month to receive that month's kit as their first kit. So if you subscribe, say on the 3rd of August, you will be getting your kit. They will be sent out on the 25th of the month, which will be the 25th of August. That's Sunday. I will be sending them out on the Monday because Monday is actually the first working day to be able to send them out. But on the 26th of this month, which is next Monday, a week from today, all of those kits will be packed and ready to go. Now, the reason being I order everything on the 10th of the month to come in. So I have to wait for Stampin' Up to receive my order, for the order to be packed and sent out to me and delivered to me from Stampin' Up. So that process takes sometimes a good week, week and a half, okay? And then once they actually come, then I have to have the time to prep all of your kits, get all of your kits ready, packaged up and ready and labeled, ready to go in the post. So that takes me about a week and a half. So that brings me through to around the 25th of the month. So I always post out the kits on the 25th of the month. Now, if you sign up from now until the 10th of September, you will be getting this beautiful Season of Elegance kit. If you sign up on the 11th of September, you'll have to wait until October's card kit gets sent out. Okay, so that's just the way it works. The 10th of the month is the cutoff. So if you're thinking about, if you've been on the fence, I'm telling you, it'll be the best decision you've ever made. You can cancel your subscription at any time. If you want to stay for 1 month and just get 1 month, then you can stay and just get 1 month. You can then cancel your subscription, or before your subscription is due to come out again, or you can stay for 6 months and get a beautiful surprise, and you can stay for 12 months and get a second beautiful surprise. So it is a great way to help you with your creativity. All right. So that is about it. The only other thing one last thing is my November craft retreat. Now, I do know that I think all the motels in Beaudesert are booked out on the weekend of my retreat, which I have been stressing to people. If you haven't got your accommodation sorted, that the motels are all booked out as far as I know. You could try. I know that the Ennerly is booked out. So that was the only other one that I kept saying to people you could try. You could try Beaudesert Central. I don't know whether they've still got some rooms left, but you could try there. If not, there is a motel at Boona that is close. It's only about a 20-minute drive from here. There is also motels at the Gold Coast. I mean, the Gold Coast is only like 50 minutes or 55 minutes from here. Browns Plains is only like 45 minutes from here. So there is some places that you can stay that aren't exactly in Beaudesert, but there is accommodation that is in the vicinity. All right. So Ronnie is asking, do I offer the tutorials for those of us around the world? And the answer is yes, I do. My scrapbooking workshops, you can actually purchase them from over on my website. And I am in the process of getting my Creative Card Club ones up as well. You will not be able to purchase the Creative Card ones until I've actually held my class and until the kits have been out for everybody else. And then I will put them up on my website. But they are only available as a PDF tutorial to people that are international. For anyone that is in Australia, the only way that you can get your hands on my PDF tutorials is to purchase the full class, because this is my full-time job and it is my business, and that is the way I make my money, is by doing my classes. So to actually get paid for all of my hard work and my designing, I just ask for you to purchase the full price class. Okay. But for Ronnie, for people that are international, yes, you can buy my tutorials, my PDF tutorials, and they are over on my website, which is stampingwithdonnag.com. Okay. Yes, yep, you can. I do not do tutorials though for what I do here in my live videos. I don't do tutorials for those. I don't do a PDF, and I don't have a blog because it's something that I just don't do. And the reason why I don't do it is because it was something that was a chore for me that I didn't enjoy. So I took away, I did have a blog originally. I took away my blog because I don't enjoy doing the PDF tutorials. I do when it's a full class that I'm doing, but not for just my live videos. And I go live 5 times a week. So I don't want to do 5 PDF tutorials every week. All right. Okay, so let's get to crafting. So I'm crafting with a stamp set that you probably may overlook in this catalog. This is a stamp set that is called Caring Leaves. Now, you all know I love a leaf stamp set. I think that they are a fantastic stamp set for doing unisex cards, because you can create cards for all different, like for males and females, when it comes to a leaf set. So I thought this leaf set was really cute. It is a 2-step stamp. You stamp a solid image and you also stamp a detailed image with this stamp. So I'm going to create a fun card. I did get my inspiration from the catalog today, and a lot of people always say to me, where do you get your inspiration from? I get my inspiration a lot from our catalog and from the projects that they create for our catalog. And I mean, that is one of the things about our catalog, is that it is an inspirational booklet that you can get many design ideas just from the catalog. Hey Elfie, lovely to see you. Donna, lovely to see you. Andrea, welcome. Maureen, who else we got? Suzanne, Jill, Jenny, welcome. Sue, welcome. Lovely to see you. Lee, good morning. Maggie, good morning. Lovely to see you. Kathy, thank you for coming. Kay, Beryl, Sheila. Who else have we got? Daryl, welcome. Robin, lovely to see you. Janelle, thank you for coming. Deborah, lovely to see you. Debbie, thank you very much, Debbie. You share my videos all the time. I love it that you do that for me. Thank you very much. Lynn, you decided to do an order last night and your budget is seriously blown to bits. Lynn, you make me laugh. Glenda, welcome. Lovely to see you. Faith, thank you for coming. All right, so I think I've caught up on all of you that have come. Shaz has just jumped in. Patricia, so long since I have heard from you. Lovely to see you, Patricia. Thank you for joining. All right. Okay, so I decided that I would make this cute quick card. I've taken the inspiration from the catalog images. Now it's a different project in the catalog images, but I'm going to turn it into a card. Okay, so we're going to use this cute stamp set. I've got a couple of combinations here of my ink pads. I've got Cajun Craze, Pretty Peacock, Old Olive, and Pecan Pie. Now, did you all get a shock yesterday when I used Garden Green? I mean, put your hand up, tell me who got a shock when I used Garden Green yesterday, because if you don't know me, if this is the first time you have watched, my two colors that are the most disliked colors, and I shouldn't say it, but it's just me personally, and I know that everyone has personal choices and we're all allowed to have our own opinion, but my two least favorite colors are Garden Green and Pumpkin Pie. So I had one of my class members that actually bought me a pumpkin pie to try and change my mind on pumpkin pie. The pumpkin pie was lovely to eat, but I still am out. The jury's out on the pumpkin pie cardstock. I don't use it very often. And Garden Green, I used Garden Green yesterday in my card, but my card looked spectacular, I must say, yesterday. Now, once again, you all know me. The kitchen bench always has, Sheila's still laughing, the kitchen bench always has some of my crafting things on the kitchen bench because I take them out there sometimes to do things. And my paper trimmer is out there. So I'm just going to go out and grab my paper trimmer and I'll be right back. Okay. You sorry you missed it? Yes, well, I did use it and I loved it, like, because honestly, it was gorgeous. I haven't got the card here either, but the card was gorgeous as well. I'm every now and then I create a card, and honestly, every now and then I create a card and I think to myself, wow, I can't believe that that card was I don't know, you just every now and then you create a card that just seems to get you, and it is Card Craze says that she missed it. She'll have to go back and have a giggle. I can tell you they were all giggling. They were all laughing at me. Now this cardstock has obviously been out in the sun, so let's cut a couple of pieces off here. I'm going to cut a piece off there, and I'm going to then cut my card base because it's a little bit faded. It's been out in my craft studio where it's been out in the light. Okay, so let's do a card base, 5 3/4 inches by 8 inches, my normal regular card base size. I had someone ask me the other day yesterday about my card and was it the same regular card size, the base size and the layers. I always do the same card base and layers. I always do my card base and layers always the same. Now I'm going to go this way because you're going to go, why is she cutting it that way? And it's because that cardstock has been faded and I want to cut that bit off, but I'm going to do it that way and that way for a layer on the front. I'm also going to bring in a different layer. I'm not quite sure what different layer I want to bring in, but I will bring in a different layer for in behind. We'll have a contrast layer. I'm not quite sure what yet, but we will bring it in. Now I'm going to grab some, I don't have any vanilla in here. We might have to, wow, that's a problem. Let me see if I've got some in my drawer here. Please tell me I have some vanilla in here. I don't think I do. We might have to use crumb cake instead. Well, I think I'm just going to have to, I had a piece that was, no, it's gone too. I need vanilla and I don't have it in here. Well, that's a shame. All right. We will just have to. We'll have to improvise. No, actually, no. I'm going to use white. I would normally use berry vanilla, but I'm going to use white because the images will come out much better. We'll just have to use white. Just imagine it's vanilla. But anyway, all right. So we have a combination here of some of these colors. Now I'm just going to stamp a few different leaves here. So we've got pecan pie, pretty peacock, old olive, and Cajun craze. So I think what I'll do is I'll do one lot of leaves in this color, and I'll do one lot in the other, in the green. All right. Okay. So let's get this stamp set out. This is a cute stamp set. It's a little stamp set. It has a couple of sentiments. It says, "You're simply the best. Some things never change." So I think it's a really cute stamp set. We're going to mount up these stamps. Run outside quickly. Should I? You all want to see me do my exercise, don't you? Do you want me to run outside quickly and get it? Type it into the comments. Let me know. Do you want me to use Very Vanilla? While I'm mounting these up, do you want me to use Very Vanilla? I will go out and get it if you are keen for me to run out and grab it from outside. I did that yesterday because I didn't have Garden Green in here when everyone was in the state of shock that I was going to use Garden Green, and then I didn't even have an ink pad in here. It was all out the back. Was the glimmer paper old olive that I used? No, it was it may have been one of the old ones. I think it came with the berry burst. Everyone's saying Berry Vanilla. I think it came with the berry burst. Is where it came from, because mine was not the color. Everyone's saying yes. Okay, well, you know what? I'm happy to go out and get vanilla from out there if you want to wait for me to do that. I don't know whether I want to use that sentiment, but we will mount it up anyway. We'll have them all mounted up, ready to go. All right. I'll go out and grab it if you're happy to wait. I'll pop the stamp set in front so you can all have a bit of a gaze at the stamp set that I'm using while I'm out getting it. Janice is like, yep, run it. You just want me to do exercise. I know it. Guess what? I found one bit, but then I won't have enough for inside. I'll go and grab some. Thank you. I used to move a lot quicker when I was younger. Okay, and there's another scrap piece in there that we can use too, so I'll be all good with that. So let's pop that up there. And even with the pecan pie, I went out and got pecan pie from out there because I wanted to use that yesterday and I didn't have it. So I bought the pecan pie in so it can stay here. Okay, all right. I'm back. Let's pop that in there. And that in there. Okay. All right. Now, what I find is I'm the type of person, I like to stamp the detailed stamp first and then stamp the other stamp, the solid stamp, over the detailed stamp. Each person has their own Jill saying, run, Donna, run. Each person has their own preferences when it comes to doing that. I prefer to do the detailed one first, and then I like to then. Oh. Why is it that there's? Oh, I know it's here. Okay, it's all good. I thought there was an embossing folder that was out there as well, but it's here. All right. So I'm going to stamp a couple of leaves. So I've got this one in Old Olive. I'm going to clean that off, and then I'm going to do one in Pretty Peacock. Okay. Pretty Peacock. Actually, I'm going to fussy cut, people. You're going to go, what is she doing? Because I am going to end up fussy cutting some of these. All right, so I'm going to do a few of this one in Cajun Craze. Oh, actually, no, hang on. Let me grab that again. I'll clean off that detailed stamp and we will do that one. No, it wasn't that one. It was this one. I was thinking that didn't even look dirty, that stamp. That's because I had the wrong stamp. Believe it or not. All right. Okay. I'm going to use this one in Pecan Pie. I'm going to have ink pads open here everywhere. So let's do that one in Pecan Pie as well. We'll do 2 of that in Pecan Pie. Okay, now I have to work out whether I think I'm going to stamp them off. So I need a scrap piece of paper, which I probably have here somewhere. Let's just grab a scrap piece of paper here. Let's try that. All right. So first of all, I'm going to do the Old Olive to start off with. So I'm going to ink it up. I'm going to stamp it off and stamp it on. That's what I'm going to do. Ink it up, stamp it off, and then I'm just going to line up over the top of that lined image and stamp over the top. Now, it doesn't matter if we don't get them totally lined up. These type of stamps, like, don't concentrate. I know a lot of people worry about whether it's definitely lined up perfectly. I always say to people, don't really worry about it that much, because the way we stamp with these, they sort of, it's sort of a bit like a watercolory look. So watercolor is not necessarily all definite and in between the lines. So don't panic if you don't physically get them exactly lined up. It doesn't really matter. Oh, thank you all for telling me I'm doing it on white. Read the comments, Donna. Read the comments. Okay, let's start again. We'll start again, people. Okay, well, I've got pecan pie on this one, so let's do some pecan pie. Thank you very much for telling me. Who was it? Sheila put it in capital letters, like, she's yelling at me, Donna, weren't you using vanilla? Yep, sorry about that, people. Okay, I've corrected myself. 1 Old Olive, 1 Pretty Peacock, and look, I've revived myself so quickly. I did those ones pretty quick, didn't I? Okay, so we had pecan pie, I think we were doing last. So let's do the pecan pie. 1 and another one there. Okay, let's do Old Olive next. So Old Olive, stamped off and on. And the next one is Pretty Peacock, stamped off and on. Look at that. Some beautiful leaves there. Okay, let's bring in the next leaf. We're going to do the other leaf now. We're going to do some of them in Cajun Craze. I love Cajun Craze. So we're going to do 1. We're going to do, can we fit another one in there? Yes, we can. 2. Okay. 3 and 4 in Cajun Craze. Okay, let's grab the detailed piece now, and we're going to ink up with that, stamp off and then on. I think this stamp set is going to be definitely overlooked in the catalogue. It is a gorgeous stamp set, and I think people will miss out on it because it doesn't really stand out for people to get. But I mean, like, I was like, I need that stamp. I so need that stamp. But you can see here, even with this one, I mean, I'm lining up on the veins and everything, but it still is stamping a little bit outside of our leaves, and that's totally okay. Like, it's physically totally okay. All right, so we've stamped all of those. All right, are you ready for this? Fussy cut. It does look better on vanilla, exactly. And that's actually why you thought I was using white to prep my stamps. Yeah, well, that's what I did. Yep. Card craze, that's what I did. I was using white to prep my stamps. That's it. We'll stick with that. All right, so let's grab some scissors. Now, they're my good ribbon scissors. I don't want to use my good ribbon scissors on here. And yeah, oh no, here they are. I was going to say, you've guessed it. My scissors are out in the thing, but they're not. They're here. Okay, so I'm going to fussy cut. Now, type into the comments, do you like fussy cutting? Are you a person that doesn't mind fussy cutting, or is it the vein of your existence? Like, do you physically do everything in your power to never fussy cut? Now, the main thing with fussy cutting is to move your cardstock as you go. So if we are fussy cutting and we are using our blades of our scissors to cut, and we're not turning our cardstock, you will find that you will get fussy cutting that is very staggered and not smooth, and it will look really obvious that we've cut it out. So the main thing with fussy cutting is to turn your cardstock, keep your hand relaxed, and fussy cut by rotating that cardstock, by not actually physically using the blades of your scissors and trying to direct the blades of your scissors around. So it's going to take me a little while to fussy cut these. So type into the comments, how are you with fussy cutting? Do you like to fussy cut? Lynn says, I like it. Took a bit to get used to doing it. Jenna says she doesn't do it a lot. Shaz says, I bought a scan and cut to not do fussy cutting. Deborah loves fussy cutting. No fussy cutting for Andrea. I think it's something that is an acquired, it's an acquired thing. And I do believe that the more you do it, the easier it gets and the less intimidated you are by it. So my attitude is just go out there, give it a go, and you will get better at it. Okay. So the trick too is to leave a little border around. So you all know that with our dies, when we're using our dies create a border with our die cut pieces. So Regina says she doesn't mind it. Lee says she hates it. Ronnie says fussy cutting is rough with arthritis and old eyes. I agree. Yes. Work in progress, slow work. Yes. Sheila, I agree. It takes time to get used to it, but keep practicing. Like, keep trying. Don't give up. Don't put it in the too hard basket, because you can honestly get better at it the more you do it. But it's the process is definitely moving your cardstock with the scissors, and you gently squeeze the blades of your scissors while you're rotating your cardstock, and leave a little gap on the outside of your stamped image showing your cardstock. Now, if you think that your fussy cutting is a bit rough, you may want to sponge the edges of your fussy cut pieces. So you may want to put a little bit of inking on those edges and blend the edges in. It may allow your fussy cut pieces to not look as bad. But it's just Kay says it doesn't worry her too much. Cynthia says I prefer dies, but you're getting, yes, I prefer dies too. And I think, like, honestly, Stampin' Up, we need dies to go with every single stamp we have. I mean, my personal preference, we need dies for every single stamp we have. But sometimes we don't have dies. And sometimes, like, would you just stamp an image onto your card and not have it popped up because there's no die? Or would you prefer to spend a little bit of time and fussy cut out that image so that you can actually pop it up on your project? And my thought process is I would prefer to spend a little bit of time fussy cutting something out to be able to still pop it up and get the dimension on my card rather than just having a single layered stamped image. Okay, so we've got a few there. So I've done 4 so far. So you can see these are pretty easy images to cut out as well. So sometimes you'll find that fussy cutting, if you've got an easy enough shape, it doesn't take too long to cut them out. Now, you may see that what I actually do is, as I'm going, sometimes I cut out roughly and I remove it from the cardstock. If you've got a big bulky amount of cardstock, sometimes it's harder. If you've got a smaller piece that you can rotate and get it rotating a lot easier, you might find that just cutting, you could cut those 3 apart, you know, like you could physically cut them apart and then do your fussy cutting. So I could physically go like that, and like that, so that I'm not holding a large piece of cardstock when it comes to fussy cutting, that I'm just holding a small piece of cardstock, and it's easy for me to actually rotate that cardstock and move it around as I'm squeezing the scissors. So so I always suggest that, because if you're trying to like rotate this huge piece of cardstock that has all these stamped images on it, you are going to struggle, because you're going to find that you're not going to be able to get in close and get access to that image as well as you can if it's on a small piece of cardstock. So you can see once it's on that smaller piece of cardstock and you haven't got a big bit to do, it's a lot easier. Okay. Cynthia, when can we order the Caring Leave stamp? So Cynthia, you can order it in a starter kit today, or you have to wait until September. Okay. So the beginning of September, our catalog goes live. But you can actually place it in a starter kit and you can order it right today if you have, if you want to do that. And I mean, in the starter kit, you get to choose $235 worth of product and you only pay $169. It's honestly the best way to buy your products, because then you actually get a 20% discount guaranteed on your products until the end of January next year, no matter how much or how little you buy. Now, if you spend enough from now until January, then you will get discount for longer as well. So it's honestly the best way to buy. I actually said to someone the other day, I just don't see the reason of why you don't want a discount. I mean, for me, if someone says you can do it, you can buy it this way and pay full price, or you can buy it that way and get a discount, would you not get the discount? I would. I would physically get the discount. Okay, so we've got our leaves all fussy cut out. I'm probably going to need that because I'm probably going to stamp a sentiment on that. I don't know whether, yeah, okay, I'm probably going to do that. I don't think, oh, I do have something that I could put in the background. I'm going to have a sip of coffee because I have made a coffee. I did business training before I jumped on here. And my coffee's getting cold. All right, so we have that. Now, I just want to do something. I'm here on Restream. I just want to, sorry, I was supposed to be streaming live to Instagram, and silly me, because I'd already been live on my business training, I went, oh, I forgot to do that on Instagram, and then I didn't put it over there. Caring leave. So just bear with me. I just want to share this over onto Instagram. for all my Instagram viewers to be able to still enjoy the crafting session. So let's do that, and let's see if I can go in here and change my destination. Hopefully it will work. I'm hoping it will work. Let me go here. Let me go here. No, sorry. Edit destination. Okay, let's go here, there, and let's go there. Sorry, I'll be there in 1 minute. There, let's go that. Let's go that. And let's see if we can stream live to Instagram. Hang on. Edit. Sorry. Don't forget to do the thumbs up. Exactly, Jill. Thank you for saying that. Okay, now let me see if I am... It doesn't seem to be streaming live here. Maybe I can't do it while I'm live. Let me see if this will work. Anyway, we will give it up. We'll give it up. It's not going to want to do it. It's all good. Okay, let's get into this card. All right, so the next thing what I want to do is I want to use this gorgeous embossing folder. Now, when you use this embossing folder, everyone is going to say those lines are crooked. That's how it's meant to be. The lines are supposed to be crooked. So when you're trying to line them up, oh, okay. So there's no dies. No, there's no dies that go with it. Sorry. Cynthia, no. There is no dies that go with it. So that's why you fussy cut. So the only time I fussy cut is when, for some reason, there is no dies that will do the job for me. So if there was dies, I would definitely be using them. Sometimes I found myself fussy cutting when I didn't realize that there was a die for something. And someone said, that die cuts that out. I'm like, really? And here I was fussy cutting it. But there's just times where we don't have dies. Okay, so I'm going to run this through with this gorgeous, beautiful gingham. Well, I suppose you'd call it gingham, plaid. I don't know what you'd want to call it. Embossing folder. So I've done the fold going through first. I've got my number 1 plate, and I've got my grey number 4 plate, because that's our 3D embossing. And we've got this gorgeous the folder. I'm not actually sure, Sheila, the name of the folder. If someone knows the name of the folder, please let me. Do I have a catalogue handy? I do. I'm going to tell you what the name of the folder is. I don't have, because normally I have the outside of it, and I don't have it at the moment. So let's go off screen here. Embossing. It is Forever Plaid. Item number 164049. So it is called Forever Plaid And the item code, Sheila, it was what was asking. Yes, the item code is 164049. Okay, so we've got that. We're going to fold our card in half. I don't know what color I want to put in behind here. And it probably will be due to what colors I have in here. Let me see if I have any of the colors in here. Don't have Cajun Craze. Okay, well, I'm not going to have any of the colors in here. But, no, none in my layers there. So we'll forget about that. Now, what do I have in here? I have crumb cake that we could put in behind. I don't know whether we want to use a crumb cake layer in behind. What else do I have here that I could use? One of these days I'm really going to have my my things all sorted here that I could have I should have all the colors here, but I don't. The only other thing I have is Old Olive that could go in behind. So I've got Old Olive or I've got crumb cake. Which layer do we want to do as our contrast layer? Do we want crumb cake? I could do vanilla. I could do vanilla. Garden green. Chili are so funny. So funny. So funny. So funny. All right. Now I've got that for my layer for the inside. All right. Okay, well, very vanilla. Which one do we want? Do we want very vanilla as our layer? Do we want Old Olive as our layer? Or do we want crumb cake as our layer? So we have 3 different colors there to choose from. Which one do we want? 2 for very vanilla. While we're waiting, I'm going to cut my very vanilla layer. Anyway, Elfie's saying, how about very vanilla? Well, now that I have a whole pack in here, I can do very vanilla because I do have the whole pack in here. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for vanilla. Sorry, vanilla's got it. Okay, so let's do, I'm going to cut a layer for the inside. And I'll grab my very vanilla. And I'll do a layer for the front. Okay. So same size once again, 5.5 by 3 3/4. And yes, that is my regular size for my layers. Okay, now I have some paper that's here that I'm going to use, and this paper is the one that goes with the Regal Flora bundle. I'm going to use this gorgeous paper here. So in this paper we have the cherry cobbler, we have this one, and there's also a white with the gold. I've only got the cherry cobbler and the pretty peacock one at the moment. And I'm going to do a little strip of that. So let's grab those layers out of the way. So I'm going to do a little strip of that I think we might do at, I don't know, 2.5. Do I want to do 2.5? Do I want to do 2? I might do it at 2 inches by, I'm thinking 3 3/4, maybe. I don't know. I'm having a bit of a rough guess here, what I'm going to do with that piece. All right, so let's see what we've got happening here. All right, so we get rid of the crumb cake. We get rid of our Old Olive. Okay, so we have very vanilla in behind our piece here. That's what you asked for. And how did I cut that wrong? How did I cut that wrong? How did I cut that wrong? Did I cut them all wrong? Like, surely not. Okay, what's this layer cut at? I'm all over the shop this morning. No, that one's cut at the right thing. Oh my Lord, did I cut them all wrong? Let's try again. 5.5 by 3 3/4. And that should layer up on that. That one does. The others didn't. Did I do it wrong? Did you all see me do it wrong? I don't know. But anyway, we now have the right size for the layers. Let's remove those. Have no idea why that was happening. All right, so I'm going to adhere this embossed layer onto my very vanilla layer. Hello, Lisa from the USA. Lovely to see you. Okay, so we will layer that up. If this is the first time that you have seen me live or that you've caught a video, please let me know in the comments if it's the first time that you've seen me live. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and give me the thumbs up, give me the like button, so that YouTube likes the fact that you've done that. Even on Facebook, don't forget to give me the like. Okay, now that's too big. What am I doing here? That's way too big. Well, I said I was going to do it at 3.5. What, or did I do it at 3 3/4? Even 3.5 is still too big. Okay, so let's do it 3 1/4. Okay. Yep, 3 1/4 is going to do it. Okay, so don't do as I do. Do as I say. 3 1/4 is going to do that piece. Okay, so that's 3 1/4 by 2 inches. Now we have some of these gorgeous pieces here, and we're just going to arrange some of these cute leaves in a dry arrangement so we can work out where we're going to put them, what we're going to do. We've got one there. We've got one here like this. We've got another one of these. Have I missed one? Oh, no, I've got one in my hand. One down there. One down there. This one coming out down here. And this one going up down there. And then we're going to do a sentiment strip. So we're going to stamp this sentiment in our pretty peacock. Okay, so let's grab the pretty peacock. Let's stamp it onto, is this going to be big enough? Ooh, this is going to be big enough. So let's stamp it on this bit. Okay, so we're just going to stamp you're simply the best. Okay, so let's stamp that there like that. You're simply the best. Let's grab my handy dandy little baby trimmer and we will go like that and like that. You're simply the best. Okay. Wow, my baby trimmer has a bit of a squeak up, doesn't it? Let's move that out of the way. All right, so you can see here that we've created quite a nice little gathering of leaves on the front here. Now I want to pop some ribbon in behind, and I'm thinking I'm going to use the wild wheat ribbon because I want everybody to fall in love with this ribbon because it is a cute ribbon. And I for people that aren't wild wheat lovers, I think you will end up liking this beautiful ribbon if you give it a chance. Okay, so I'm actually going to do a huge big bow out of this beautiful wild wheat ribbon. Now this is another ribbon that's coming in our brand new catalog. I'm going to do a large bow, so I want it fairly large to be able to go underneath all of our embellishments here. That way and that way, because I want it to go in underneath there. Yes, and that will do that. Okay, so we've got a large bow sorted. That one. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my loops nice and even. And then what I do is when I get my loops even, I then pull my tails and tighten up my, there. Okay, grab my new handy dandy scissors. Yeah, I think we need to soapbox the trimmer as well. We all say it. We all want it. I use it all the time, but I don't know why. All right, so now I'm going to start to assemble all of these. I'm going to put that back on those ribbon scissors so I know that they're my ribbon scissors. All right, let's start to assemble this. I'm going to close up that so I don't get that all over me. Let's start to assemble this. So I'm going to take that all away. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add this to my card front with my liquid glue. And I left my liquid glue sitting up, and I shouldn't have, but anyway, there we go. Let's put it back in the holder over there so it stays the right way. All right, I'm just going to add that in the middle of the card, like so. All right, we are then going to add some of these leaves. I want to add my bow in here, so I'm going to add some Seal Plus and stick my bow down with my Seal Plus, if I can. There it is. See if I can find my Seal Plus. There. So let's add our bow right smack bang in the middle. Okay. So we've got our bow happening, and now we can embellish and use our sentiment around what we've got there. I'm actually going to use my sentiment here. I'm going to add a couple of dimensionals for that sentiment to sit on. Now, I find the best way of doing something like this with a sentiment label like this is actually placing your dimensionals straight down directly onto your card front. I don't know why, but my sheets of dimensionals have gone missing. So we will just open another pack because we can. All right. So I'm just going to grab some dimensionals and I'm going to pop one sort of straddling on the bow of my, the string of my ribbon there, and another one just above. And that's actually where I'm going to sit my sentiment. Okay, so it's going to keep my bow in place, but it's also going to give me, actually I need that down a little bit more. Let me go, I'm going to sit it there. Okay, now the reason why I'm doing this is, and I'm going to do a glue dot in underneath this, is to get my sentiment to sit where I want it over that ribbon. And the problem is, see how that dimensional is sitting on that ribbon and it's not actually adhering to my card? I'm going to stick a glue dot in underneath that and stick that dimensional down into that glue dot. Now, can you see it's not floating around on that ribbon? Okay, so you've got to be very, very careful. Now, this one isn't too bad because the ribbon's stuck down. So you've got to be really careful where you're going to put your sentiment and how it's going to sit on those dimensionals. So now I can actually place that on top of those dimensionals and my sentiment's going to sit there nicely. Okay, if I had have left that dimensional sitting on that ribbon, the sentiment's going to flap around, and you don't want the sentiment to flap around like that. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to arrange these leaves again. So I'm just going to, sometimes with Seal Plus, it's easy to just add them in with a little bit of Seal Plus. So I'm just going to add one in there like that. I'm going to add this one, but I think I want to pop that one up on dimensionals to add a bit of dimension. So let's grab the dimensionals and we'll do that. Okay, so we have that one going that direction. This one here, I'm going to glue straight down again because I've got one popped up. So I'm quite happy to glue this one straight back down in there. Okay. Now we're going to run into a similar thing with this leaf sitting here once again, because we want to tuck that leaf in there, but it's going to be mostly on our ribbon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a glue dot underneath that part of my ribbon first. I'm going to add a glue dot underneath that ribbon and adhere that ribbon down. I'm then going to add a dimensional on top of that ribbon where the glue dot is. And then I can pop my leaf into that right there. Okay. So that's stopping me from having even that, having that leaf flapping around there as well. Okay. So now I want to add this one here. We're going to do it on dimensionals, but I think I might be able to get that in there on dimensionals that it's going to have enough adhering onto the card front instead of the ribbon. So we'll see how we go with that. If not, I will actually poke a glue dot in underneath, but I think we will be right. So I'm going to pop it just in here. Maybe just in there that you can see that bit of there. Okay, so just there like that. This one here, of course, we're going to glue straight down because it's going to go in underneath that one. So we're going to glue him straight down and popping up in there. And then these two, I've got one that I'm going to glue straight down and stick it underneath. So this one here is going to go in under there, like so. And then this one is going to straddle off our sentiment label. Oops, and that one's supposed to be under the sentiment label. Okay, off our sentiment label and poked up. Now, can you see here my sentiment label was sort of sitting down a little bit here? I'm going to pop a mini dimensional under there to pop that corner of that sentiment label up. Now, sometimes you just have to do this with your cards. Sometimes this is just how it tends to roll with our cards. But then I'm going to pop this one up. So I'm going to put dimensionals on all of the bottom of that. That, and that, and another one there. And that's going to half straddle over my sentiment label and over the top of that other. So there, like that, and like that. How cute is that? What a gorgeous arrangement. What do you think? What are your thoughts? All right. Okay, so let's stamp our sentiment now. Oh, sorry, our insert. All right. So I'm going to just use a combination of these leaves again. So let's use our Cajun Craze. So we'll do that one and that one. I'll bring in my scrap piece of paper once again. All right. Cajun Craze. I think I need a soapbox trimmer. Love wild wheat. Julie, yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So Cajun Craze. You're loving what I'm doing, Sue? All right. So I'm going to do a little bit of a lovely border using these leaves. And I'm just going to do a couple of combinations. So I've got that one there. I'll stamp off with this one. Stamp off. And then over the top of that. Like so. Oh, and I missed that one, but we will see if we can stamp over that again. Anyway, that sort of fixed it a little bit. All right, so let's go. Was that because I looked up at the I looked up at the comments to see if anyone was commenting, so I missed where I stamped, but I think there will be quite a bit of wink introduced shortly. You think so? All right, so let's stamp that one there. All right, so we've got that one happening. Then, of course, we're going to bring in that other leaf, and I think I'm just going to go with my Pretty Peacock because I love a Pretty Peacock. All right, so let's do this one. So both Lynn's. I've got Lynn Holland and Lynn Norton on here. Your scrapbooking kits went out yesterday. They are in the post and they are on your way to you girls. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else on here that would have been down for the scrapbooking kit. So scrapbooking kits did get put in the post yesterday. So I'm happy with myself that I got those out before I left for Toowoomba. Okay, so I'm stamping over the top again. Just line up. It's not hard. You just line up that center veiny part, and the rest of the stamp just does it itself. Okay, so we've got a gorgeous leafy look like that. And of course, where is... Oh, and the crafty cat is in the house. Theo has just made an appearance in the craft room. He seems to be missing in action lately, but he's in here today. He just jumped up on his chair. So the crafty cat is in the house. All right, so let's get that sorted and get it on the inside. Okay, so we'll add that to the insert of the card. So we have that one there like that. The Very Vanilla looks so much better with all of this. There's no way. It's so hard to put white with something like a colored card like this because it just wouldn't work. Okay, I'm going to pop that up because you all know me because I can. So I'm going to pop that up. Welcome, Theo. Yeah. He's up here and he's cleaning his paws. He's trying to pull one of his claws out at the moment by the look of him. He does that and it makes my skin crawl, like, honestly. He pulls and pulls and pulls. Does anyone else have a cat that does that? Pulls at their claws? Like he cleans his paws and then he pulls at his claws in his teeth. I don't know why he tries to do it, but he's probably saying, trim my claws. I used to try and trim his claws. Does anyone have a cat that you've tried to trim their claws? Like, honestly, I gave up. I was like, you know what? You can have long claws because, yeah, he physically was not. And I've seen reels on Instagram of people putting them in these harnesses and things to be able to do it. And, yeah, because I think Theo is definitely one of those. Now, I need to stand up to put this on because, you know me, I need to stand up and get over it so I can see it properly and put it down. Now, I'm in love with these Drucy, what are they called? Drucy adhesive back embellishments. I'm in love with them. I physically am. They are such a beautiful, you cannot tell how gorgeous they are until you can actually see them in person because they are absolutely stunning. I think you mean shoebox where you can... Soapbox, is it? Yeah, it's called the soapbox. Did I say shoebox? Maybe I did. Lord knows. I got so many things on my mind today about getting to this craft show that, yeah, I'm a bit loopy, but that's okay. That's me. All right, so I'm going to use some of these gorgeous, gorgeous Drucy adhesive backed embellishments. Okay, so that, and I mean, to me, they're like liquid gold, these, but I love them so much. I want to keep just putting them around. So let's just put a few more around because we can. All right, so that one I think can go, or I think possibly up there. Okay, tell me to put them away. Sandbox. Yes. Okay, sandbox. That's it. That's it, Ronnie. It's called sandbox. I knew it was something box. Sandbox. Okay, it's called sandbox, everyone. Let's get it right. All right, so let's come out with the wink. Okay, so for my wink, I want to actually really accentuate these and move that ink around a little bit. Our wink of Stella allows us to move the ink, especially with stronger colors like this. So I can actually move that ink on those leaves and get a much stronger, a little bit more of a blended look on those leaves. I can also do it on the the pecan pie one. And I can go in onto the pecan pie one here. A bit of that one there with the Cajun craze, and then a little bit on the old olive one, and then definitely some pecan pie. Okay, and then of course I'm going to squeeze. Oops, and I squeezed a lot. Oh, there's going to be a huge amount of Wink of Stella on here because I squeezed so much. Now, I want to show you something here, and I'm happy to show something that I've done to show you how we can actually change this. So look at all the Wink of Stella on there. Okay, I want to show you this. Can you see here? I've got some splotches of some of the ink. Now that was probably from having some ink on my glass mat, and then when I've rolled it over to put the glue on it, it's then gone on there. Now I physically will show you how to actually fix that by grabbing my pecan pie. Sorry, not my pecan pie. I don't want to do pecan pie. It's not pecan pie. It's Cajun craze. Let's grab my Cajun craze Stampin' Write marker. Okay. Now I'm actually just going to go through with my Cajun craze, and I'm going to add some spritzing on this card. Okay. Now, because I've added that spritzing on the card, you can't tell that I had that little splotch down there that I did by mistake. Spritzing can cover up a lot of things. So if you've actually got a couple of splotches of ink and you think, oh my God, I've wrecked that because I've got a couple of splotches of ink, spritzing can cover up a lot of things when it comes to covering up a mistake like that. So I can spritz that. Now, I mean, I could physically spritz the front as well. I can spritz, and that will take this to another new level. Look at the spritzing on the front now of the color. And now you've got like multicolored in those leaves. Okay, so what do you think? I mean, like, this is a stamp set that I think that a lot of people will overlook. I mean, when you look at that in the catalog, like, does that excite you in the catalog? But look at the gorgeous card that you can make with this, and a little bit of fussy cutting, a little bit of stamping, a beautiful color combination. You could physically choose lots of different color combinations and make multiple of these cards using these leaves. So never ever think about overlooking something like this. You may look at it and think it's a very simplistic stamp set, but you can make some gorgeous cards with it. So I just wanted to showcase that because I feel like this stamp set will be a stamp set that people will overlook in the catalog, and I didn't want you overlooking it because I'm telling you, it's a stunning stamp set. I mean, every time I see leaves, I think of all of the things that I can do with a leaf set like that. Like, I think, oh my God, there's so many things that I could do with that leaf set. And as I said, it is definitely a unisex type of stamp. So it would be a definite addition to your craft stash. And as I said, you can purchase it right now in a starter kit if you are interested in joining my Wild Heart Crafters team. I would love to have you. It would be awesome for you to be able to have a 20% discount guaranteed up until the end of January, and you can purchase any of these brand new mini catalogs items that haven't been released to the general public yet. So exactly, simple stamp set that makes a stunning card. So never overlook simple stamp sets like that because it's amazing what you can do with it. So thank you everyone for hanging out with me. Now the sad news is I will not be doing a live video now because I'm going to be heading off to the craft show tomorrow morning early. So I won't be doing a live video tomorrow, and I will be gone right up until Sunday. So I will be back live again on Monday morning. If I get an opportunity, I will try to go live at the craft show. So if you're going to the Craft Alive show in Toowoomba, please make sure you come up and see me there, introduce yourself, and definitely come and hang out with me, come and check me out at my stand. But I will try and go live to show you a little bit about what the Craft Alive show is about. So if there's a Craft Alive show that's in your area, you may want to attend one. And I will, I don't know. I mean, I did think maybe I could do a surprise live, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I get packed. I mean, I'm not even packed yet. And yeah, our time's running out. So anyway, everyone, have a lovely week. And I will miss you all, but I will see you all again soon. As I said, please give me the thumbs up. Please like and share my video. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Thanks, everyone.